Members of the Northern Fishermen Cooperative are speaking up against what they describe as mistreatment they've been receiving for several years. According to some members, the cooperative has struggled to manage its funds for over a decade. The fishermen who make up the co-op say they've borne the brunt of this for the majority of that time. Fisherman Hopton Westby Jr., who has been a member of the cooperative for the past 28 years, shared his grievances to us about the situation.
Well, the cooperative have a problem with money. They don't have money to pay us for a product. Sometimes you come in, you have to wait a whole week for your money. You can't go back out and so on. They're bad shape with financing the co-op. You can't get ice when you need the ice. The ice machines are always down, and you need ice to take care of your product, and you can't go to the quays without that. And mismanagement at the co-op is a big problem.
Westby said that members often resort to borrowing money to survive when they fail to receive payment. Fisherman Harry Hende is a recent member of the co-op. He says that though his time here has been short, he has experienced the same frustrations as his colleagues. Hende says he is fortunate enough to be in a position where he can still afford to pay his employees.
I'm kind of fortunate enough that when they don't have money, my workers, they need their money, so I just try to let them get paid, and then I wait, just until they're ready. But that's always be the issue, because when them guys come in, they want their money. They work with me, so I got to make sure I get their money for them, and I just wait until they're ready to give me to pay me. It's just frustrating sometimes, but like I said, I just try to flow with it because there's nothing else we could do. We just got to wait for them to do what they're doing, and that's all we could do.
Is it like a feeling of helplessness?
Helplessness, like not even appreciative, because members are supposed to feel appreciative. They're the one keep the co-op going. So if we're not feeling appreciative, that's not a good thing. It's like the communication is not even there.
We also spoke to members of the Belize Federation of Fishermen, BFF, who told us that the concerns of the cooperative's members are their concerns as well because of the large overlap in membership. BFF Director Nigel Martinez says that the team has been doing their best to assist the fishermen.
And as of recent, it has gotten extremely worse over the years. So while we continue to see the decline of our products, we're also seeing a decline in the cooperative structure. And it has been said through a recent report, well, not so recent, that the cooperative system have been unsustainable, financially structured. And because of that, we have seen gross mismanagement across the board. And it's a major concern because, as the guys have mentioned, they are unable to get the necessary support and resources that they need in order to go out and fish. More challenging for them is that some of the incentives for being a member that were in place, example, access to social security, access to educational support, those things have all failed over time.
Also speaking on the matter was the technical advisor of the BFF, George Myvitt, who referenced a report titled The Financial Performance and Sustainability of the Fishing Cooperatives of Belize by Raman Alberto Carcamo Jr. In this report, Carcamo outlines the failings of the cooperative structure and predicts its eventual collapse.
Major work has been done in relation to analyzing the financial and management circumstances of these cooperatives. I am a retired public officer, former senior fisheries officer, and I will tell you that there has always been, for a while, challenges with the cooperatives generally, but certainly with Northern. One of our officers, Mr. Raman Kakamo, did a master's thesis in relation to analyzing the circumstances of these cooperatives. That thesis was submitted and approved, I believe, in 2012. And all the way back from 2012, a part of his analysis looked at risk analysis. And what the risk analysis was saying for Northern at that time was that there was an 85% probability that the cooperative would fold.
Westby explained that the members rarely ever meet with the administration and are given little information as to what happens behind the scenes of the operations.
We tried to speak, but we only speak to like the chairman of the co-op and persons like that, because we don't really come together and go in. We haven't had an annual meeting for the last 3 to 4 years. They didn't have an annual meeting that all the members come together and talk to them and see how the coop is running. And last time we had one of those about 2018, I think. Or 19, I think was the last one.
Myvitt further explained that the future for fisheries cooperatives has always been grim, as many species of fish are threatened and have limited production rates.
What is the situation in Belize? The situation in Belize is, based on the latest information, is approaching what I would refer to as dire. The science is telling us that much of the stocks are on a path of depletion or they are fully fished. Summit Foundation looked at 20 species, and that included lobster conch, some of the fin fishes, snapper, grouper. Of the 20 species that they looked at, 18 were in problems. That is not good. That is not good from a sustainable standpoint. It's not good economy-wise, it's not good for the environment, and it's not good socially.
Britney Gordon for News 5.